This is it. Going down. How to close deals. How do I close jobs? How do you close jobs, more importantly? Doesn't matter how I do it. Matters is how you're gonna do it, because I already know how to do it, and I've been doing it for the past 4 years. So, I mean, I closed the job for $1 million, right? Crazy, I know, for $1 million. I didn't even think people spend that kind of money on doing landscaping jobs. I had no idea, and that's the problem. And that's what was holding me back, is me being a dum-dum and thinking, dude, because I was thinking from my point of view, if I won't spend $1 million on landscaping, it doesn't mean another person won't. How we were raised and how we were brought up has so much to do with running a business, because it's limiting beliefs, limiting mindset. So I urge you to come on this journey with me with an open mind. Just clean slate, man. I wish there was like a Control-Alt-Delete button I could do for your mind, and then we just end task on everything. Force quit. Delete. Go back. Erase. It would be a lot easier to learn. And that's what I've noticed. That's what I've noticed. The people with the less baggage, the people with the less limiting beliefs do the best in business, do the best in life, really. The less that's holding you back, the more you can actually, boom, go at it and go crush it. Example, if you were born yesterday, here's an example. If you were born yesterday and I told you, and I was very convincing, really convincing, and I told you, hey man, the customer over there and that customer, they should close deals with you. They should sign on the dotted line no matter what price you give them. They will close with you 100%. And you go out, first day you're born, you have no idea, you don't know anything. You just believe what I said because that's the first person you've talked to. And I told you, hey, you're supposed to close that deal, you're supposed to close that deal, you're supposed to close that deal. Go close that deal. You're not gonna walk into the job thinking, hey, this guy's not gonna spend 100 grand on landscaping. There's no way, there's no way. He's gonna start negotiating with me. He's gonna start making, chopping at my knees. And that's the problem. Because you learn from your dad, you learn from your mom, you learn from your uncle, your cousin. And your uncle and your cousin, let's face it, if they were super successful, like uber successful in all areas of life, you would never buy this. You wouldn't even be on YouTube, to be honest with you. You'd be doing some family business, taking care of it, and making a buttload of money. But here you are. Spent some money on this, whatever you spent on it, and now you're trying to learn. Now you're trying to figure out what to do. So again, I urge you, man, I urge you, please come into this situation with just a blank slate. Just delete everything you knew and just believe me. You gotta trust me, straight up. You have to trust me in order for this to work. All my programs, you just gotta trust me. And there's a little skeptic inside. Dude, the skeptic never wins, okay? The skeptic never wins. I'm just setting the tone for this thing so you understand where we're coming from, where we're going, and the end result. Because that's really the most important part, is the end result. Doesn't matter. I know people like to say, oh, it's all about the journey, blah, blah, blah. Dude, when you get on a plane, you go from Miami to Vegas. Is it really about the plane ride, or is it about getting to Vegas? You know what I mean? It's about getting to Vegas. Let's go. We're in Vegas. It's not about, oh, it was such a nice flight. I enjoyed it so much. They gave me $3 crackers and they charged me $40 for them. It was quite tasty. No. I want to go to my destination as fast as possible, and I hope you do too. All I'm asking, man, is just be a little brainwashed, okay? When I go into a situation and I know that somebody has knowledge and I need to learn from them, I like to be brainwashed by them, you know? Just completely like take a loofah, take a sponge and scrub all the bad data, all the useless garbage that we've learned previously about sales, about closing deals, of what you should do, blah, blah, blah. And just trust me, brainwash, wash your brain, scrub it, get all the bad data off, and without further ado, let's swing right into it. The first and very step is, guess what? You are a salesman. For sure, without a doubt, 100%. You are a salesman. You're a business owner. And in the beginning, when you start, you're going to be a worker, you're going to be a salesman, you're going to be a manager, you're going to be a business owner, you're going to wear all those hats. But I really need you to focus on one thing. And don't shy away from this word called sales, because that's where people get really screwed up. Dude, you are a salesman. If you're a girl, you are a salesman. Straight up. You are there to provide an incredible service for the customer. In exchange, they give you money. Son of a gun. Did you ever think about that? That's what I'm saying. You're a salesman. Get that clear 100%. So if you look on my Facebook, I know a lot of people like to put on their Facebook's job description, oh, CEO and founder of Applewood Landscaping. Dude, Applewood Landscaping is not Google. I'm not a CEO and founder. Like, I don't have a board of directors. I don't have accountant, CPA, law firm. They're not in-house. Like, I'm just a salesman. So I don't shy away from that. I don't have 800,000 employees, you know? It's just a small business, but I'm cool with it because I'm not going to be painting a picture to someone that I'm not. Don't be so caught up in the title. People start a business and they're like, oh, I'm the CEO and founder. Chuck up my muscles. Nah, shut up, dude. You're broke. What kind of founder are you? You got no money. You got no sales. There's nobody ringing the phone. Where's the list? Okay? So you were a salesman. You were there to provide an incredible service for a customer. Get this thing out of your head where it's gonna be like a nice cakewalk in the beginning. It's not gonna be a nice cakewalk. It's gonna be rocky. You're gonna be walking on glass. There's gonna be nails. There's gonna be 2x4s. There's gonna be tornadoes. It's gonna be a rocky journey, okay? But guess what? If the level of barrier to entry was simple, then everybody would do it. Do you get it? But now it's difficult to start a business. People are like, what about insurance? What about employees? Blah, 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 blah. Yes, those are all good signs. This is where you should get excited. Yes, this is where you get jacked up. Dude, oh yeah, what about all that? What about all that? And then you tell the guy that's pulling his hair out, hey bro, you know what? Don't start a company. Leave it to me. I got it. Why don't you come work for me? That's it. That should be your attitude. That should be your way of getting in and saying, everybody, get out the way. I got this. Let the professional handle it. Let the professional salesman handle it. Let me take the wheel. I'll drive the bus. I got this. All right? First and foremost, you're going to get a phone call. Phone's going to ring. Ring-a-ding-ding. How are you going to answer it? What are you going to say? Because this involves everything. Okay? Oh, number one, I do want to tell you this. Previously, for about, let me say, since I was 14. So basically 14 years of my life, I have always rocked a Samsung. Okay? I'm just going to give you a little 2-minute rundown on why. I've always rocked the Samsung and I love this phone. It's a great phone, but recently I switched to the iPhone, okay? And I didn't understand what the whole fuss was about with these Samsungs and these iPhones, but I'm telling you, if you want to close deals and it's going to be a more seamless process for you, it would be better to have an iPhone. And I'm not getting into a comparison of saying, well, this phone's better than this phone and this phone's better. To be honest with you, I still think the Samsung is a much better phone. However, when it comes to business, when it comes to sales, when it comes to closing deals, when it comes to ease of communication with you and the customer, without a doubt, iPhone. because 90% chance that the customer has an iPhone. Being honest with you. And I didn't understand it until I got this. I got this phone, I'm saying, hey, let me just try it out. Take a swing. What's all the fuss about? I don't understand all these Apple fanboys, and I don't get it. Now I get it, especially when it comes down to customers. You just need to know, what do the masses use? The masses use iPhone. Boom. You're a businessman, get an iPhone. Somebody calls you on your cell phone. If you do not have a voicemail set up, do it. The worst thing is when somebody calls your business and saying beep, 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 the phone number 408-265 is not available. Leave a message at horrible. What you want to do is enunciate your words very clearly. So your voicemail is going to sound something like this. Hi, this is Applewood Landscaping. Thank you for calling us. For immediate assistance, please send us a text message. Otherwise, leave a voicemail at the beep. Have a good day. Simple, straight to the point, boom. We're just getting set up right now. So the voicemail is handled, number one. Number two, they're going to call. How many times is the phone going to ring? Is it going to ring once, twice, 3 times, 5 times, 6, 7? I'm telling you, the more the phone rings, the lower chance you have of shutting that deal down. Being real with you. That's why, if you're not going to answer, I would push the reject button right away and have it go to voicemail. It's just aggravating. Be a professional. The phone rings, boom. You answer. Hi, this is Tigran with Applewood Landscaping. What can I get you information on? See? Again, nice, simple, easy to understand. Do I answer the phone like this all the time? No. Most of the time I answer the phone saying, Applewood, what can I get you information on? And you don't want to say, hi, this is Tigran Gertz with Applewood Landscaping Corporation, LLC. What can I get you information on? No. Hey, this is Tigran with Applewood Landscaping. What can I get you information on? Simple, easy, straight to the point, direct. And they're going to say, hey, I saw your flyers, and I know that you guys are doing some work next door. Can you guys come out and give me a proposal? Absolutely, be more than happy to do that. Can you describe your project a little bit to me so I can furthermore understand what you guys are doing? Yeah, no problem. We're going to do a little bit of concrete. We're going to do putting some bushes in, taking some out, and we need a lawn maintenance service. Okay, great. What else? We're going to need some mulch. We're going to need a pergola built. We're going to need a fireplace, a barbecue. Oh, okay, so it sounds like a pretty big project. And they're going to say, yeah, it is a pretty big project. Great. Awesome. Do you know how many square feet of pavers or concrete you have? And if they say yes, good. Find the number. Get that information. You need information. You're pre-qualifying them. So you're going to ask them, how many square feet of pavers do you have? Oh, we have about 800 square feet of pavers. We got about 1,000 square feet of pavers. Great. Based on the square foot amount that you gave me, I'd like to give you some prices over the phone just for you to know a ballpark, for you to get more comfortable with everything, and then be more than happy to come out there and give you a price on whatever you need. They're going to say, great, because that's really what they're calling for, dude. Imagine, put yourself in their shoes. You're calling a car dealer and you want a new truck. And you're going to say, hey, that F-350 King Ranch, how much is it? I want to know. Oh, it's 60 grand? Okay, I'm coming. You want your windows tinted. You're going to call and say, hey, I have a vehicle, I have a truck, and I need 4 windows tinted. How much is it? You just want to know a ballpark. You don't need to know the exact number. Don't be afraid of giving prices over the phone. This is where people make a big mistake. Huge mistake. And then they spend 8 hours going out meeting customers, and then they come back home drained and complaining and saying, oh, the leads are no good. Everything sucks. Company sucks. This sucks. Blah, blah. Dude, that's not the case. Okay? You're doing it wrong. You're pre-qualifying incorrectly. This is why I gave you that very basic verbatim. Based on the square footage that you've provided, 1,000 square feet, we know that the pavers will be around 18 to 20,000. You want to give them a range, 18 to 20,000. And don't take my numbers and apply them to yours. I'm giving you what's for me. You have to do your own homework and apply your own numbers. So don't come back at me and saying, people laughed in my face and threw chocolate at me because I said $18 a square foot for pavers. Hey, doofus, do your own homework, man. Maybe you have $12 a square foot for pavers. I don't know, but you do your own homework. I'm just telling you what my communication line is so you can plug and play into your company, all right? Is there anything else that you have done? Do you know how many square feet of grass? They're gonna say about 500 square feet of grass. Cool, 500 square feet of grass with irrigation is gonna be around 3,000. This is what you gotta ask. How does that sound? And they're gonna say, sounds about right, I've been getting that. Wonderful. Would you like to set up an appointment today, tomorrow, or Saturday? And they're gonna say, oh, Saturday works best for me. Great, be more than happy to do Saturday. What works best for you? 12, 2, or 3? And they're gonna say 12 o'clock. Awesome, wonderful, I'll be there. Can you do me a favor and text me all your information? Text me your name, your address, and I will text you back confirmation with a time. We'll set it up for Saturday at 12 o'clock and we'll see you then. Now, based on that, it's gonna be pretty simple. Do you see how easy it was? And by the way, this is gonna take about 2, maybe 3 minutes of communicating with a customer for you to already pre-qualify them and for you to already, boom, know what they're doing. You're not gonna go there and they're gonna say pavers and you're like, oh, it's a paver job, let's go, let's get in the truck, blow smoke all the way there. And then you're gonna get there and you're gonna find out, dang, 20 square feet of pavers. What the hell, right? You're not gonna be disappointed because you already know 800 square feet, 1,000 square feet, hot dog. We got at least $15,000, $20,000 worth of work. Now that's how you do it. That's how you fill up your day, fill up your pipeline with quality, okay? In the beginning, you're gonna be wanting just, like this is what I did, man, I'm telling you, in the beginning, and I wish I would approach it a little bit different, but I can't say that I would go back and do it another way because it did get me in front of people, it did get me communicating with them. The more I talked to people, the better I became at my communication skills, but if you don't want to waste a lot of time, especially in the spring, highly suggest that you pre-qualify. Pre-qualify every phone call. What are you guys having done? Probe, ask questions. Let's say the conversation doesn't go as well as we planned, as well as we rehearsed for, as well as you heard previously. Say you get a phone call, hi, this is Tigran with Applewood Landscaping. What can I get you information on? Hey, I want my lawn redone, I want a patio built, and I would like some bushes installed. Great, is there anything else that you want done? No, that's about it. Wonderful. How many square feet of pavers? Well, I don't really know the square footage of the pavers. You're gonna have to come out and measure. Okay, not a problem, be more than happy to do that. Before we send someone out there, if you were to guess, how many square feet of pavers would you say? Just a guess, doesn't have to be accurate, just wanna know a ballpark. And they're gonna say maybe 300 square feet. Okay, now you know. But let's say they're really stubborn and they say, well, I don't know, come and measure. Be more than happy to come out and measure, just wanna know who to send, which one of my texts to send over to you. If you were to guess how many car spaces do you think you have? You're gonna say maybe 2. Okay, good. Maybe he's gonna say 1, right? But you need an answer. Don't shy away from the answer. That's the whole point I'm trying to make. You need an answer. Don't be afraid of people, man. Like, this is your business, this is your time, this is your company, this is your, you're in control, okay? The more questions you ask and the more you get answers to them, you are in control. And that's the most important part. Be in control of the whole sales transaction especially with landscaping, especially with the service providing industry. And you're gonna see massive results that are gonna come quick. So now we got a answer. He says two cars. Okay, great. When do you need this job done by? That's another question you should ask. When do you need this job done by? And they're gonna say, tomorrow. If you don't have any work, awesome. But if you're booked out, this is more important because you don't wanna go there and disappoint the customer, and you disappoint yourself by saying you went there, you met them, and you're not able to get to the job for another 3 months. Okay, but that's a little more advanced. We're not really gonna get into that. But always ask, when do you need this job done by? Okay, get an answer to this. Okay, this is the one thing we're gonna take away before we move on to the next section, when you actually go and meet the customer. Number one, voicemail, set it up. Clear communication, clear message, and with the intent to serve, okay? Number two, how do you answer your phone? How many phone rings, all right? How are you gonna answer it? What are you gonna say? Okay, this is Tigran with Applewood Landscaping. What can I get you information on? Ask questions. What do you need to get done? Ask questions. Don't be so quick to go in there and go crazy and drive all over town for a little bit of money. Ask questions, qualify the customer, all right? Next, ask how many square feet of a certain area, how many square feet of pavers, concrete, grass, how many plants do you think you'll have? Great. If they give you an answer, good, we're on the right track. Now you already know, is it a home run or is it not? And if they say no, if you were to guess, how many do you think? If they still said no, how many cars would you put there? I just want to know so I can send the right person to you so you guys can have the right proposal. Get an answer. I've never not gotten an answer, ever, never. But you got to understand the way your tonality is. Like when I ask that question, I'm very calm. I'm cool like a cucumber, man. Chill like a pickle. And there's no anger or there's no like, what do you mean you won't tell me? Like, tell me, give me an approximate. Like there's no tension in my voice. There's no tension in my tonality. So it comes off as me being very professional, and I'm just asking questions to get the right answers so we can get the right person to you. That's it. I mean, the person's going to be you, but whatever. You don't have to say that. You're a big company. Applewood Landscaping, you know, got many salesmen. All right. We answered the phone. We set up a time to meet the customer. Now, you want to be there early, okay? Remember, on time is late and early is on time, okay? Be there as fast as possible. Set up the meeting as fast as possible. The jobs that I've closed, the easiest and most simple, I've literally answered the phone that day and went to them that day, sent them an estimate that day. Remember, speed is the new big. Speed is power, man, I'm telling you. Because that's one of the things that contractors do. Contractors are not the smartest people. You got to understand that. You're going against, and you're watching this and you know this, and I guarantee you, you are not the smartest person either. You probably didn't do well in school. You probably didn't get good grades, on and on and on. Okay, but we're not going to focus on that. We're going to focus on what you can do. All right? What you can do. Get there as soon as possible. Set up the meeting as soon as possible from the phone call. Have the shortest amount of distance so they remember you. You go there, you send the proposal. All right? Now, we'll get into the how you do all that a little bit later, but now you're at the customer's house. We're setting up the appointment at 12 o'clock. You show up at 11:45. And you shoot them a text and you say, hey John, I'm outside, just want to let you know, whenever you're available, come on out. Boom, you're ready. Now, what are you doing before? First of all, your hands are clean. You got no dirt, no grime. You're not a dirt monkey. You're not a grease monkey, okay? You're clean. Your clothes are clean. Your hair is clean. You're showered. Shower every single morning. Don't leave the house unshowered. I don't care. Okay, if you got a beard, make sure it's trimmed nice. I would shave. You got long hair? Cut it off. Unless you can rock it. Like there's a lumberjack that has like a beard and it's like, dang, dude, this guy's serious. So that's a little different story, but you know, most of you are, you got like that scruff. It just looks, it looks bad. It looks unprofessional. And if you have earrings, get them out, dude. What are you kidding me? You can have earrings when you're a multimillionaire and you have a huge company. Fine. Right now you're starting to build your company. You want to close deals. You can't afford to have earrings. What are you, an idiot? Get them out. Okay? Cover up your tattoos. Be professional. Now, roll in. I'm not going to say wear a suit because I don't wear a suit. You want to wear a nice polo on Saturdays? Yeah, I do that. But mostly, and I'm going to say this, 99% of the time, I show up to a customer's house in sneakers, in Nike black sneakers, in jeans, khakis, whatever, some nice pants. It doesn't matter the pants, it just matters that they're clean. Your shoes are clean, your pants are clean, and you have a shirt. Okay? Now, your shirt has to say your company name, Applewood Landscaping, and it's got to say your name, Tigran. Okay? And on the back. But see, I chose white because it's clean. They know that I'm not out in the field busting ass and getting dirty. I'm a salesman, baby. I'm not a worker. I don't need to be a worker. YouTube comments are like, oh, this guy's never worked a day in his life. Damn straight, boy. I take pride in that. And to be honest with you, I have worked a day in my life. I've worked a lot. I've dug holes. I've done all that stuff. I've cut pavers. I just choose not to. It's not my job. Remember, baby hands. All right? So now you roll up. You're all clean. You smell nice. Don't be wearing cologne. Nope. You want to smell neutral. I would even hold back on getting the fabric softener. Just nothing. Just smell like nothing. Don't smell like BO. Okay, make sure your teeth are cleaned. And you're going to have to practice your communication. What it all comes down to, man, is communicating. The better you communicate, the better you will do. I promise you that. If that's one thing you take away from this, the better your communication skills, the better you do. Okay? Now, you step out the truck, you're looking good. You go ring the doorbell, it's 12 o'clock. You say, hey, John, have an appointment set up for 12 o'clock. I'm Tigran with Applewood Landscaping. And you say, oh, hey, thanks for coming out. It's a Saturday. Yeah, no problem, not a big deal. Can you just show me the area? Okay, so he's going to show you the area. If he has a drawing, even better. It's going to help out a lot. We're going to base it off no drawing. Okay, I'll give you my little verbatim on the drawing part and why you need it when the jobs get bigger. But maybe this is a $10,000, $15,000 job and you're going to have to do the drawing. Not a big deal. Just get a little piece of paper, draw it out. So John's going around and he's showing you all this stuff. Remember, you don't want John to jibber jabber endlessly. So you have to control the situation. You got to control everything. You have to be a control freak when it comes to conversations and sales. The one that's in control is the one that shuts the deal down. Remember that. So he's going to tell you everything. He's going to tell you all the details, and it'll be really nice if he has a drawing. Okay? Then you see it, then you follow along. And if the drawing doesn't have measurements, you're going to have to get your wheel. And what I like to do is involve the customer with the drawing. You say, hey, can you help me out with something? And they'll say, yeah, not a problem. I just want to measure everything and write it down so we both have the square footage on the items that need to be priced out. And that way in the future when you go and talk to other contractors, you actually have the numbers and you can you'll know. And they'll be like, oh yeah, that's great. Yeah. So you walk your ass to the truck and you get a wheel, which you already have a wheel in the truck always, of course, you watch my videos. And you get a pencil or a pen and you get a catalog for pavers, a booklet. You take the booklet, you put it under the piece of paper and you give them the pen and you say, hey, I'm going to call it out. You just write down the numbers. Okay, cool. So you literally walk the driveway, walk the sidewalk, and you just call numbers out to them. I've done this so many times and it's worked perfectly. You're making them part of the actual estimate. You're making them part of the design and they'll understand more about it. So, and then afterwards, you just Multiply them all up. 20 by 20, oh, you got 400 square foot driveway. 10 by 10, you have 100 square feet of grass. Cool. Done. It's just that simple. And then you go home and you take those numbers. We'll get into what you do with that later. But now you did something that another contractor won't do. Okay? Other contractors, I'm telling you, dude, if you just do the right things, it's a slam dunk. You're going to be so successful. You just need to do the right things and not the wrong things. Other contractors will say, okay, well, I'm going to have to measure it out. And they'll sit there by themselves. Blah, blah, blah. Dude, get the customer involved, man. Remember, just to speed up the process. It's easier to call numbers out. Boom, boom. The more you're in control, the more you will close that deal. All right? And don't be so secretive with the prices. The more you're secretive, the more of a red flag it's going to be, because what are you trying to hide? They're just prices. It's just money. Why are you hiding the fact that a service costs money? Don't be a dum-dum. Okay? Don't be a dum-dum. Now, you're going to end the meeting right there. The meeting went smooth. The meeting went great. You get the design. You have a picture of it on your phone. You check to make sure everything's focused. Everything's in focus. Everything's good to go. And you say, thanks, John. Thank you for meeting me on a Saturday. You thank him. Thank you for meeting me on a Saturday. And I'll send this proposal out to you today. And he'll say, wow, today? That'd be great. Can you do me a favor and text me your email, and I'll text you when I send the proposal. That's it. All right? Simple. And then you walk your little butt into your car, close the door, and you leave. That should only take 15, 20 minutes. Remember, respect your time. Your time is valuable, and so is the customer's time. What another guy will do, he'll come in there and he'll be wanting to shoot the shit. Oh, what about the pool? What about this? What about that? You don't want to do that. Okay? You're a professional, man. Get in, get out, send the bid on to the next one. Remember, the person that wants to spend a lot of time with a customer and make sure that they actually get the deal is the guy that doesn't have a full pipeline. If you got a bunch of calls coming in hot, dude, you don't have 3 hours to spend with one customer. Maybe you can pack in 3 customers in an hour. That's super gangster right there. 3 customers in an hour. Wow. You're gonna close a deal guaranteed. All right? Guaranteed. And by the way, the more people you get in front of that are qualified, the more deals you're gonna close. It's all a numbers game, man. It's just a numbers game. That's all it is. But people get so confused at what they're doing. It's all a numbers game, man. All right? Now pay attention, man. Pay attention to this, because this is gonna go real quick and it's gonna go real smooth. This is not difficult to do. You just gotta do the right things and stop doing the wrong things, my friend. All right? Now, we did a great meeting. It took about 15, 20 minutes. Let's say this is it. This is the last person of the day. You're gonna head straight home. Okay? You're gonna head straight home, and you're gonna quickly get on your butt on a computer and get to the estimate process right away and write it up. He's gonna text you his email. You got it, no problem. All right? Go sit down, and obviously you have my contracts program, so you know how to lay out the entire contract. I'm not gonna go into it, but it's gonna be very clear and concise, and you're gonna write out everything that you spoke with him about, because it's still fresh in your mind. All right? If you want, take notes on your phone while you're doing the estimation process, or you can even snap videos. Whatever you want to do. It doesn't really matter. But just the faster you do the proposal, the better it will be, the more fresh it will be in your mind, and the more likelihood of you have of closing that deal. Now, going home, get on your computer, and you type it out right away. You got everything typed out. You double check over everything. Make sure you write down all the address, blah, 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 blah. Okay? Contract's golden. You go to his email, and you type in the email. Put it in, attach the document, attach the proposal, and you put very professionally, the way I do it, I'll have a little screenshot of my my signature. It says Tigran Gertz, my phone number, my Facebook, Instagram, Yelp, and something else. I don't know, one of those, right? Everything is under there. So my signature and footer is right there. And then you say, hey, good meeting you today. I'm gonna text you along with this email just to make sure you received it. Thank you for meeting me on a Saturday. Feel free to text me anytime if you have any questions. I'm available 24/7 to answer anything you want. Boom, send it. Get on your phone right away. You say, hey John, just send over the proposal. Please confirm that you got my email by texting me back. Done. And then he's gonna look at it and he's gonna text you. Dude, it's gonna be such a massive difference from you to another guy. Huge. Because you just saw him at 12 o'clock. You went home. It's 1:30, 2 o'clock. You sent him the estimate. You texted him. You emailed him. He texted you back. You see all the communication you have going on? Constant. Pa, 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 pa. Everything is golden. Now, what you do is you let it rest for about 3-4 hours. You text him back. Hey John, just checking in. You got any questions? Any updates on the proposal? Did you have a chance to look it over? And he'll say, yeah, the estimate looked great. Or he'll say, no, I haven't gotten a chance to check it over. Whatever he said, it doesn't matter. Okay, but most of the time he's gonna say, yeah, I got a chance to look it over. I'm gonna talk it over with my wife, see what they wanna do, blah, 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 blah. Or they'll say, we're getting other estimates along with yours, because that's what people mostly do. They get about 3-4 estimates. And you're not gonna budge. You're not gonna say, hey, I'm gonna lower the price, let's close the deal. You're not gonna be desperate. Remember, you have a full pipeline. You're a professional, okay? You got everything handled. You say, okay, not a big deal. Thank you so much. I'll follow up with you some other time. Done. That's it for day 1. Day 2, you could text them back. Hey, any updates on the proposal, right? I'm here to answer questions anytime. I'm available 24/7. Cool. Day 2, day 3, day 4. You could follow up as many times as you want. Just be professional about it and be super cool. Like, let's say they were having pavers done. You could be at a paver yard and say, you take this is why an iPhone is so important, because when you do a video from Samsung to iPhone, the video is garbage. And you just take your phone, take a video and say, hey John, I'm at a paver yard and we're installing these pavers. Just thought about you and about your project. Let me know if you have any questions. Send it out. Done. He doesn't respond? No big deal. The next day, you're doing a job, you have pavers, you're doing a massive driveway, and you send him a picture. Say, hey, this is, we're doing a job right now. If you want to come by and take a look at the job while we're doing it, while we're here, while we're on site, more than happy to. Just shoot me a text and let me know when you want to stop by. Send it out. Not a big deal. Okay. Let's say you're planting. You say, hey John, these are the plants that we're doing, similar to your project, maybe on a bigger or smaller scale. Again, we're here. We're in Sunnyvale. We're in San Jose, and it's 5-10 minutes away from your house. If you want to come by and take a look at the project, more than welcome to. Okay, I mean, the game is won when you're always available. Okay, you don't want to be unavailable, because that shows a lot about you. Because when he has a problem with his job, when he has a problem with a situation, when a sprinkler breaks, or when a paver crooked, or a plant is not growing, and John wants to know that he can get on his phone and text Tigran, and boom, Tigran will answer in the next 5-10 minutes. That he doesn't have to chase Tigran around for 3 days trying to get an answer about why the sprinkler is broken. All right? Simple, dude. This shows a lot. So always be in constant communication. If they don't answer, don't take it personal. Don't get discouraged. Not a big deal, because remember, you're being a professional. And if you want to really follow up, like have a great follow-up tool, definitely Cardone University, 100%. He has follow-up from day 1 to day 90, I think. It's very long, and he just tells you exactly what to do. He tells you day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4. He's sending different stuff, like what do you do if he answers on day 20 but doesn't answer on day 15. So stuff like that. You really want to go in depth with the follow-up, do that, but I think you just keep it pretty simple and just do what I said, all right? Overview on the follow-up. Overview, okay? Pay attention. After you send them the email, you text them back and say, hey, let me know if you received the email. 3-4 hours later, did you get a chance to look it over? Any questions you have? Yes, no, it doesn't matter. The next day, hey, did you get a chance to look it over? More than happy to answer any questions. Yeah, we're getting other estimates. No big deal. Day 2, day 3, day 4, whatever you want. Snap a picture of a paver patio, concrete, send it to them. Hey, we're doing this project. You're at a paver yard. Get a video. Buying some pavers, buying $8,000 in pavers right now. Just thought of you and your project. More than happy to answer any questions anytime you want. Send it. Later on, hey John, we're doing a project that's in close to your town. If you want to come by, inspect our workmanship, see the crew, meet the crew, check out our tools, be more than happy to text you the address so you can come out and see how we're doing. Remember, always available, always communicating, always on top of it. This is why you need to learn how to use this thing correctly. People say, oh, social media is bad, the phone, blah. Dude, you're an idiot, bro. This thing will make you millions of dollars, billions, if you know how to use it correctly. Do you get that? So don't hate on technology, hate on yourself because you don't know how to use it. Cool? Follow up, done. Now that we have the follow-up down, it really all depends on how the customer liked the experience with you, how the customer liked the proposal you sent, how he liked the pricing. It all has a factor, right? Everything has a factor to do with something, okay? So don't get discouraged, don't get butthurt if you don't close the deal, because you should have a bunch of them. And if you don't have a bunch of deals, it's acceptable for you to go door knocking. Door knocking works, man. It really does. You do a job, you drive down 8 houses, you park, you knock on the door. Hey, we just did an estimate for your neighbor 5-6 houses down from you. Just wanted to ask if you have any landscaping work that needs to be done, if you're looking to hire a landscaper. I mean, it's pretty simple, man. It's really simple. As long as you have good communication, as long as you have proper speech, as long as your aesthetic is correct, don't be looking all gangster and ghetto walking in. That's why everything should be tight fit on you, okay? If you're a big fat guy, you know, don't have it so tight fit, but have clothes that are not baggy. Don't be wearing gangster hoodies. Be looking professional when you go door knocking, all right? But that's a whole different type of deal, man. It really is. But you're more than welcome to door knock. If you're, if you have no work and you have scarcity, instead of sitting at your house watching YouTube, get your butt in gear, put on some nice clothes, put on some nice sneakers, and go out and door knock. Your chances will increase more than by you not doing that. Remember that. But I'm going to assume that you already have qualified leads. You're getting phone calls. You have a good reputation online. That's very important. Having a great reputation online. You're supposed to have really good reviews. And that's going to take some time. But in order for you to get phone call after phone call after phone call, you're going to have to do that. For example, right now, I'm at a point in my company where I want to take really quality work, right? I'm being very selective, very picky, but I'm in a position to do so. So right now, as one of the prerequisites on my Yelp page, I put minimum job $25,000. So that filters out a bunch of the $10,000 people. But as you saw, someone with a $10,000 budget still called me and they still wanted information. We're still going to talk to them and we're still going to give them information. We are information overload. We will give you information for free, no problem. We'll even give you information for free when we do the site visit. Just, we need to make sure that it is in our scope of work. It is in our scope of work and we're actually able to do all that. Man, the way you formulate a sentence, the way you communicate has so much to do with your success. It really does. If you can't make videos like this, you got a problem, because I know how I sound when I'm in front of a customer. I know how I sound when I'm closing a deal. I know how I sound when I meet a YouTube fan, because I've listened to my voice tens of thousands of hours in practice. That's why the Goat Gang is so important. Making videos. All right? And if you're not comfortable making videos and sending it to the customer and saying, hey John, this is Tigran. We just met up. We're doing some pavers right now. Thought of you. If you have any questions, reach out to me. Simple stuff like that, guys. Like, you have no idea how much that separates you from everyone else that a customer comes in contact to. Remember, man, be professional, be reliable, be available to communicate at all times. So I'm just going to tell you how I closed the $1 million job. And the cool thing is, with this customer, right? It was an Asian lady. She called me. She said, hey, we want some landscaping done. And I said, okay, where do you live? And she said, in a town where it's very affluent, okay? I said, okay, not a problem. Be more than happy to do that. Do you guys have a design? She didn't have a design. I'm like, well, I need a design. I need something to do. I need something to look off of. And she sent me something, but it was completely off. And I had no idea what I was reading. It was so confusing. There was lines everywhere. There was numbers and elevations. I'm like, dude, what? This is way over my head. Way over my head. And I said, do you have a landscaping plan? And she said, let me get that for you. I said, okay. I waited. And she sent it to me. I looked it over. And I'm like, dude, this is massive. It's the job that we're doing right now. It's 24,000 square feet. The job net worth after it's all gonna be done is gonna be well over $1 million. I have $350,000 in contract plus another $250,000 in pavers. Okay, so you do the math. It's around 600 grand. No grass, no plants, nothing, none of all that, right? Now, what separated me from everybody else is when she texted me, and I knew this was a whale. So when it's a whale like this, completely disregard everything. Be available 100% all the time without a doubt. Because if they text you and they didn't answer, you better text back right away. You better call back right away. You better do everything in your power to do that right away. And she texted me at 10 p.m. I answered back. She texted me one time, it was like 11:30 p.m. And I was like, I'm about to go to sleep, but I answered her back. You know? She wants to meet me at 7 in the morning, no problem, I'll be there. One time she wanted me to meet me at a different address at a different house. And I mean, I was there. 9 o'clock, you got it. No big deal. She sent an estimate. She sent revisions, like things she wanted to change. Number one on my priority. I didn't even eat, dude. I went home and I did it, sent it to her, texted, hey, I just sent it to you. So it's everything that we went over, except amplify it because it's a whale. Remember, one whale can change your business. You're doing $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 worth of work, 40, 100,000. Your whole resume, everything is going to be different when you get a job for $250,000, $500,000, $1 million. Because I remember previously, there was a job that I wanted to do. He said, hey, I like you, I want to hire you. Can you show me a job that you've done that was in the same financial area, like the dollar amount? It was for around 400,000. And I told him, I'm like, the biggest job we've done is around 200 grand. And that was a big turnoff to him. He turned me down. I didn't get that job. Now, is it a big deal? No, because you're gonna work up to it. You're gonna get to those jobs, but just stick and stay to where you know you can do it, where you know it's possible for you to do. If you're good at $30,000 jobs, dude, focus on 30s, because 30s are where the money's at, guys. I'm telling you, the $30,000 jobs, you can pop off and make 10 grand. If you do it right, if you price it right, okay? The bigger jobs, it's gonna change your resume of the company, but you might not make as much money as you would on a smaller job, hourly basis. You know what I'm saying? So, but that's okay though. I like the big jobs because it's more control, it buys you more time to do things, and it's just easier on your time management. But for example, when I messaged her over and over and over, by the way, I had no idea. I was hoping, I was praying. I'm like, please, Jesus, please help me close this deal. And she wasn't the first one that I spent all that time doing that. Previously, there was jobs that I had $250,000, 300,000, and I kept communicating with the customer, communicating, following up. And like out of the 10 jobs that I kept following up, most of them were the whales, right? These whales that I kept following up, dude, they died on me. They hired somebody else. They wanted to come out and see a job that we did that was for the same dollar amount. And I didn't have that on my resume. I didn't have that, but I kept going. Every time a big one came up, I'm like, oh, this is great. This is great. This is great. So now going forward, anytime somebody says, let me see a job that you've done that's for 300,000, okay, no problem. Here you go. Here's a video. Here's a video to this. Boom. Send it to that. And now they know. Your boy's not messing around. Applewood is not messing around. We know what we're doing, and we're able to take on a job that's of $400,000 value, you know? So I'm telling you, one whale is gonna change your entire resume on your company. Just don't get discouraged when you don't get the job. Big deal, dude. You're not gonna get most jobs. That's the whole point. That's what I'm trying to drill into you. You want jobs that actually pay you money. In the beginning, you're just gonna want jobs. Like straight up, you're just gonna want deals. You're gonna wanna get a flow of work going. But when you get a hang of things, when you start filling up your pipeline, now you can pick and choose what deal you wanna close. Now you can pick and choose at what location, because you're able to, because you have a great reputation and you can, you know, and you can. But I'm gonna tell you this, don't get discouraged when you can't close a deal because the price is too much. Don't get discouraged when they ask to see a job that is in the same price range as them. You don't have it, no big deal. Say, hey, we got a job for 100,000. That's the biggest one we've done, but we're more than able to take on that job. Luckily for me, this lady didn't ask me, but she did see my YouTube video, so she knew that we were able to do it. She just liked me, guys. Like, people that hire you, they have to like you as a person. Once they like you as a person, then it'll be pretty easy for them to hire you. Remember, ease of communication for the customer is top priority. If they can communicate easily with you, dude, it's a slam dunk, bro. Kobe Bryant, done. That pretty much wraps it up for the program. The next is gonna be me answering phone calls. I'm gonna do about 5 of them, and you're gonna get to see firsthand how I communicate on the phone. And don't reinvent the wheel, man. Just do what I'm doing. You know, just do what I'm doing. Talk like I'm talking. Answer the phone like I answer the phone. Do the things that I do. Just copy me. And like, put your pride aside. I copy people all the time. When I see someone doing something really good and I'm like, dang, I want to do that. So I do that. Like if someone teaches you how to work out, you didn't invent the workout. You just modeled them. Modeling is fine. So the next few videos, there's gonna be like 5, 6 of them. I'm gonna show you how I talk to customers and you get a hang of what I'm doing and what I'm saying and how I'm controlling the situation. Remember, I control the phone call. They call me, I call them, it doesn't matter. I am the one controlling the phone call. If the phone call goes sour, it's my fault. If we get a deal, if we get an appointment, it's my fault. Got it? All right, let's roll the clip. Whew.
Hello?
Hey, this is Applewood Landscaping. We were just messaging on Yelp.
Yeah, hey, how are you doing?
Good, good. Hey, what can I get you information on? You said you were doing a fire pit and something like that?
Yeah, there's a couple of things we were hoping to do. I think the main thing we've been wanting for a little bit now has been trying to get like a fire pit put in.
Yep.
And I think, you know, based on the number of gas appliances we have, it probably would need its own line. I'm not sure about, but that's what it kind of sounds like.
Yeah, yeah.
So it would need to be like tunneled out to the backyard. And so we were thinking about putting that in the back. And then kind of in addition to that, I guess there's just some smaller things we were thinking about. Like my wife wanted some like planters sort of things put in. And then we were thinking about getting some sort of water feature because we have a little bit of road noise.
Got it. Hey, and let me ask you this: are you having any paving done?
No. Well, I mean, nothing like huge. I mean, if there'd be any paving, it would just be like whatever would go around the fire pit or something. If that was kind of the design that was needed, but nothing like. Otherwise, the majority of the stuff's already been paved.
Okay, so all you guys need is just a fire pit, and yeah, we've done many of those before. Is it prefabbed or what kind of fire pit is it?
We don't have like anything selected or anything yet. We just wanted the only real criteria we have, and we could definitely buy one ahead of time if that's what's easier, or have something like built to kind of match into everything. Just kind of depends.
Yeah. So the best
only
way
thing we wanted was something with like a decent amount of BTU, so that we want like actual warmth, not just like appearance.
Yeah. So the best way to do it would be to have a fire pit picked out, and then the installation is pretty simple. For as far as the gas line, that needs to be run by a master plumber. So once the master plumber runs it, then they could actually do the whole thing for you. You don't even need a landscaping company.
Okay.
So I can refer you to a plumber that I know, that he's done many of those before, and they connect it, they do everything. And because we're actually not even licensed to do the gas.
Right, okay. Yeah, 'cause I think it needs to be like a permitted thing.
Yeah, I mean, that process is very simple. We've done many of those before. It's just that we've always used the master plumber, but it sounds like to me you don't even need a landscaping company. You just need a plumber and then maybe some planters here and there. But do you have a pen handy right now?
Yeah, one second. Okay. Yeah.
His name is Danny from EJ Plumbing, and
EJ.
Yep.
Okay.
The phone number is 650-787-1959.
Okay, cool. So they would do. Would he be able to do stuff like water fountains and stuff like that, or you guys don't even do that either?
Water fountains, we don't do that. I would suggest Aquascape.
Aquascape. Okay.
Yep. You have a lot of specialty items.
Yeah, right. And then for things like we were hoping to get like a little bit like some privacy bush sort of thing in the front, and some like planting and stuff. Who do you recommend for that kind of stuff?
I don't have anyone to recommend on that, but you could just find a gardener to do it. It's
just nothing too complicated there yet.
Right? Yeah, it's just planting, but we're actually a paving company. We do like hardscaping, driveways and backyards.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Well, we saw like your reviews and stuff, so it seemed good. So I think that's why we kind of contacted you. But it seems like maybe this is not what you guys do.
yeah, absolutely. I appreciate the call, but just wanted to give you a better understanding.
Yeah, perfect. All right, cool. Well, I appreciate your time.
All right, have a good one.
All right, thanks, man.
Okay, see? Now, 4 minutes and 40 seconds of my life is done. But do you see how easy it was? Because I asked the right questions. I don't need to ask him stupid questions where everything is right here. I don't need to go see him. Why would I want to leave my house, get in my truck, drive 30 minutes back to find out that information when I could just pre-qualify? Pre-qualifying is so important. So important. I found out what he wants, okay? What else? Fire pit. What else? Fountain. What else? Planting trees. We do that, sure. What else? A line for gas. Okay, well, we can't do the line for gas. We don't do fountains. We do plants. Are you having any paving done? Number one. He said no. Pretty much a useless customer to me. Okay, and when you're starting out, this is a pretty much useless customer to you. This is a specialty type of client, and you're not going to know how to do any of this stuff. And you don't want to, the first thing you don't want to do is go in and try to build fountains and put in fire pits. No, dude, you're going to mess up big time. Step by step, pavers, all right, bushes, plants, okay, easy, nice and easy. So now look what I did. I was really helpful with the guy. I didn't say, no, we don't offer that service. Oh, we can't do that. I'm sorry. I was helpful. I gave him a referral and helped him out along the process. So in the future, if he ever does, who knows, maybe he saved my number in his phone, Applewood Landscaping, and then he'll call me up when he needs his driveway done. But the most important part was for you to see that I didn't go out and waste 2 hours of my life on something that we couldn't even do, okay? Pre-qualifying is very important, all right? And by the way, this was like a call that I didn't know was happening. It was a bad call. It had nothing to do with pavers, nothing. But I just want to show you. I'm going to give you a little flavor, okay? Cool. Doing another one. Let's see if he answers.
Hello?
Hey, this is Applewood Landscaping. You were messaging on Yelp?
Hi. Yeah, thanks for calling me.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, can you describe your project a little bit? Right in.
Pardon, could you speak more slowly?
Can you describe your project a little bit?
No?
Can you hear me?
Pardon?
Can you hear me?
Oh, what is PME?
Can you hear me?
Oh, yes, I can.
Okay. Can you describe your project a little bit?
It's fully empty. There's nothing.
There's
No
no.
patio. Yes, no. It is, yeah, fully empty.
Okay. And are you having any paving done?
No?
No paving?
Yeah, no.
No. Oh, what are you having done?
And pardon?
What are you having done?
I just would like to get some tables on the ground.
Okay. How many square feet? How big is the area?
When is it complete?
Okay. It's hard to communicate with the customer, but get the numbers, get the square footage.
그게 작다고?
See, and at sometimes you're gonna have to speak really slow and enunciate. Enunciate. They're getting the numbers. They're getting the numbers.
Excuse me? Hello?
Yes, ma'am.
Sorry, I can't measure. I don't know. It's not big.
Okay. If you were to guess, how many cars?
It's much less than 1,000 square feet. I think only
Okay.
a few hundred square feet.
1,000?
Under 500.
500,
No,
500 square feet?
Under 500.
Okay, okay, cool.
Less than 500.
Okay, so for 500 square feet, we have a price per square foot that I can tell you over the phone, so you have a ballpark of what it's going to cost. But for 500 square feet, you're looking at around 10,000.
10,000. I think almost 300 square feet, maybe.
Okay.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, you're looking
It's
somewhere
a very
around.
small townhouse. Yes.
You're looking at somewhere around $6,000-7,000.
Mhm.
Is there anything else you're having done?
No.
Just pavers?
Yeah. Oh, just papers and I don't have any plan. I don't know yet.
If it's just pavers, we don't really need plans. You're just gonna pave everything, huh?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Could you do me a favor and actually send me a picture of the area so I have a more of an
Yeah, I
understanding?
can send it to you.
Yeah, just go ahead and text it to me and I'll text you back.
Yeah. Okay, I'll do it.
Okay, thanks a lot.
Okay. Thank you.
Bye. Okay, see? That right there. The customer, they had no idea how much it was. Get a number! I got the number. First it started off, did you hear her? It started off with 1,000. And then it went to 500. And now we're at 350. Okay? At 1,000, that gets me excited. That gets me a little torqued, a little juiced. I'm like, 1,000, okay. We got an opportunity to make $5,000 profit. 300 square feet? Man, dude. $6,000? What am I gonna make? $1,000? You know? But she's gonna text me a picture and I'm gonna text her a price and I'm gonna price her at $25 a square feet because it's a smaller area. Simple. Pretty simple, guys. Like, look. Any other contractor would have said, yeah, let's set up a time, we'll go out there, meet you. For what? I don't need to meet you. You got everything I need over this phone, dog. All the information I need is over this phone. Get a number. Okay, so now I'm gonna text her based on the picture. Yeah, you're looking around 7,000 to 8,000. I might even give her a high price because it's such a small area, give her 9,000, 10,000. It is what it is. It's my choice, it's my choice. I have no shortage of work and my mindset is not scarce. I live in a land of abundance, my friend, abundance. So there's a phone call type number 2. We're gonna do many of these, probably 5, but okay, on to the next. Hey, so we just got a phone call and I wasn't mic'd up, so I missed it. But we're gonna call him back. I just wanna show you how it's done, baby. Because, I mean, honestly, how you communicate on the phone is really where the value is gonna be.
Hello?
Hey, this is Applewood Landscaping. Just got a missed call from you.
Oh yeah, I wanted to ask you if you guys do like poured concrete, like slabs in an atrium.
Yeah, definitely. How many square feet is it?
It's 100 square feet.
100 square feet, so it's pretty small, huh?
It's pretty small. Yeah, there's no drainage. There's rocks actually. Like, we were thinking about putting rocks in between.
Mm-hmm.
So it would drain.
Okay. So and then when do you need this project done by?
Like within the month or so, like 3 weeks.
Okay. So right now we're actually booked out until mid-July, August.
Oh, okay. No worries. That probably won't work for us because we're having a baby. But thank you though.
Totally understand. But I just want to give you a price on that. Just
Yeah,
so
go
you have, for 100 square feet, since it's a small area, you're probably looking at 2,000 to 2,500.
Okay, that's awesome. Thank you.
Okay, have a good one.
All right, you too. Bye.
Bye. See, the reason I did that, let me get this camera to zoom. The reason I did that is because, again, we found out 100 square feet, very small area, not worth my time, definitely not going to make any money on that. And you never want to say no to the customer. You never want to say, dude, I don't want that job. Like, I don't want to be snooty. I don't want to be like, I'm too good for you. Your job's too small. So how I do it is I take them on a strategic course of questioning. And I ask him, how many square feet is it? He said 100 square feet. Automatically, I don't want it done. And he said, that's about it. And I asked him, when you need it done by? And he said right away. I said, well, we're actually booked out until July, August, which is not true. We're booked out until May, June. But like I told you, if the job is good enough, dude, I'll figure it out. If it's 4,000 square feet of pavers, I'll move some things around, you know? I'll figure it out. I want paving. But always give them a price, because you don't want them to go and leave you a bad review. And if you look at my Yelp reviews previously, you'll see there's about 2 of them that are 1-star reviews, and it's because I didn't follow the principle of giving them information. I was like, oh, we can't take on that job. Because the lady wanted me to pull weeds, and I told her, well, we can't do that. So definitely provide more information. So I just told them we're booked out. I never told them no. So we're booked out until July, August. And he said that won't work. I said, not a big deal. I could have ended it right there, but I wanted to provide more information for him. So it leaves a good taste in his mouth, and he has a ballpark idea, and then he can go find someone else. Ideally, I would have referred him to another business. That's why, if any of you live in San Jose and you don't know me, dude, you're making a big mistake. Big mistake. I turn down work so much because it's too small. And it would be beneficial for a guy that's just starting out. Dude, I'd be throwing you work all day. Just give me a little bit. Give me a little taste of commission. No problem, I got you. But that's about it. That's another way of doing it. We're gonna keep going. I'm gonna show you a lot of these, but stick around, man. We're getting a phone call. Applewood Landscaping.
Hi, this is Shweta, and we're looking to landscape our backyard in Fremont. We would like to check if you give us a quote, or how does it work? I'm not sure.
Yeah, be more than happy to do that. Can you tell me a little bit about your project?
We need sod installation and also a little bit and pavement on the sides and in front of the patio. So that is our minimum. And based on the cost and the budget, we might add extend the projects as well.
Okay. Do you know how many square feet of pavers you have?
Probably about 300 to 400, I would say.
Okay. So based on 400 square feet, you're looking somewhere around 8 to 10,000 for paving.
Okay.
And then let me ask you this: do you guys have a design?
No, but we don't want anything elaborate. We want just basic things to be done, and we have the design in mind.
Okay, so we would need to have a design on paper beforehand, just to make sure we have a plan, because previously when we do a job and it doesn't have a design,
Okay.
the job ends up being more complicated than it is. So we need everything on paper to scale, with all the plant names and gallon sizes. Everything needs to be listed on a piece of paper before the job begins. And then that way we can actually give you an accurate estimate.
Okay, and do you do design as well?
Yeah, for backyard, is your property on a flat surface or is it on a slope?
It's on a flat surface.
Okay, so a flat surface design, it'd be $1,200 flat rate.
I see. Okay. Okay, then we will call you back, I think, probably, if you say that you cannot do with the design. We'll call you back.
Okay, what's holding you back from getting a design?
Because we didn't want to pay that extra $1,200. That would just, our budget is about $10,000.
Okay, totally understand. So just to keep in mind for you, when we do a job and it doesn't have a design, at the end the cost goes up tremendously because things are left out. So when you have a design and everything is planned out, just like when you go build a house, you need a blueprint. So once we have a blueprint, once we have a plan, everything is on paper, then we can give you such an accurate design or such an accurate estimate for the price that it won't fluctuate too much.
I see. Okay, that being said, we'll have that in mind, and we'll call you back, I think.
Okay, have a good one.
But you guys are available today, just in case?
Available, yeah, of course. We're available to do that.
Okay, today?
Today for what? The design?
For the design part, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay. See? That was a great one for fact finding. I never asked her what her budget was. See, you never want to do that because let's say you're buying something from me and I asked you, hey, Jimmy, what's your budget? You're going to lie to me. Straight up. You're not going to tell me it's 100 grand. You're going to tell me it's 50 grand because you don't want me to know it's 100 grand. But just by asking her the right questions, I think she said 300 square feet of pavers, right? Or maybe 400. He said she said 300 to 400. And then I told her, okay, not a problem. 300 to 400 square feet of pavers. It's going to be 8 to 10,000. Those are my prices. Those are not your prices. You figure out your own prices. And right off the bat, her budget is capped out. Now, I don't want to go into a job where it's not planned out, it's half-assed. We need to have a design, we need to have something on paper. It doesn't have to be super complicated, it just needs to be to scale, and it needs to have all the plans, right? She didn't have that. In my opinion, for the stage where I'm at in my company, this would be a waste of time for me. If you're starting out, it might not be a waste of time for you. You might want to spend an hour, 2 hours making a design with her just to close the deal and get the ball rolling. Okay? But where I'm at in my stage, in my company, in my business, this is a waste of time for me. What am I going to do? My payroll is 10 grand a week. I'm going to send people out there to do a $10,000 job? No, dude, just a waste of time. So based on the questions I asked her, I received answers. We already know where we're at. Not really interested in the job, but we will sell her a design. Okay? Hope that helped, man. Okay, we got a few more phone calls. I just want to show you a few more so you are acquainted with how I do things, because I think they'll be most beneficial to you. Okay. Got a phone call? Blasting away. Be quiet. Don't say anything.
Hi, this is Komal Mitra.
Hey, this is Applewood Landscaping. We were messaging on Yelp.
Yeah, hi. How are you?
Good. How you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing good. I approached you for, we recently bought a place in Santa Clara, and we wanted to get a front yard landscaping where the current flooring is gone bad, so we wanted to get a new pavers done for that.
Okay. And do you guys have a design of the area?
Design of the area means you wanted to know where you need to replace the thing?
Yes.
Yes, I have a home, I have a possession of the home, so I can show you the whole area.
Okay, cool. And how many square feet of paving do you have?
Maybe 150, 200 square feet.
200 square feet total?
Give me 1 second.
200 square feet.
150 around brick area and 80 square feet around a little bit of garden, but right now we are looking for the pavers for the 150 square feet area which is in front of the house and few tiles outside the gate.
Okay, and then when do you need this job done by?
As soon as possible.
Okay, because right now we're actually booked out until July, August.
Oh.
Yeah, but there are other
But the job is very small. It's not a very heavy loaded work.
Yeah,
if you have some availability.
I totally understand, but there's we don't have any availability because the rain has pushed us back so long. So we have customers that signed on a few months ago that we need to get to them beforehand.
Okay.
But there are other companies in our area that have a bit availability. You'd be able to find them on Yelp.
Yeah, I'm approaching few people, so I'll talk to them. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you for the call.
Okay. Thank you. Yeah.
Bye. See, the one thing that you gotta understand is most calls are, you know, that's most calls. Let's call somebody else.
Hello?
Hey, this is Applewood Landscaping. Just we have a missed call from you.
Oh, yeah. I called
I stumbled.
and trying to see if you guys have time to come to our backyard for a quote.
Yeah.
We want to change the landscape of our backyard.
Yeah, no problem. Can you tell me a little bit about your project? What are you guys having done?
Currently it's covered with some plants and woods, but we want to make it bigger space for the kids to be around. So we're kind of like considering remove all the plants and covered it by like artificial lawn or grasses.
Okay, are you having any paving done?
Not yet.
Okay, we're actually a paving company, so we don't offer those services.
Oh, okay.
All right?
Okay.
All right, thank you for the call. Okay, so you saw how I answered a few phone calls. Guys, this is not like, I know you're watching this and you're like, oh, you know, Tigran just has a way with words. He knows how to speak. Dude, it didn't start like this. I started like a dum-dum, okay? My vocabulary, and remember, dude, I'm not even from this country. I learned English as my third language, so there's zero excuse for you to not have a good vocabulary and for you to communicate well. Zero, nothing, especially you were born in America. 99, it's not 99, I'm saying 80% of the chance that you were born in America and your English is your first speaking language. So there's no reason for you not to be able to speak like this with customers, over the phone, communicate through emails. This is a little fun fact. My ex-girlfriend, the one that did designs for me, she had incredible grades in English, grammar, and this. She was a 4-point student, blah, 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 blah. But when it comes down to formulating emails and formulating a sentence, for a customer, couldn't even formulate anything. She always came to me, a dum-dum, and I had to write it. And it doesn't take me long. I just write because I want to convey my message. And if my message is a little bit weird with grammar, whatever, dude, get it out onto the next one. That's the whole point of this program, okay? Get it out onto the next one. Don't spend so much time with one customer. Don't spend so much time on one estimate. I have a rule. When I get a design sent from a customer and it's done by an architect or a designer, it has dimensions, all that, I will spend maximum 15-20 minutes on a design when I'm typing it up. Anything above that, I don't do unless it's a whale. But even though the whales, I still, without a doubt, spend about 30 minutes on whales because there's a lot more things you gotta bid, but you don't have to bid on everything, okay? There's some things that you can leave out. Get the majority of the bids sent out and they will send you back notes, because I've done it before where I spend an hour and a half doing an estimate and a proposal, and it's bulletproof and it's awesome and it's great, and I'm like, this is gonna set me apart from everyone else. And then the customer's like, yeah, dude, you're $20,000 more than everybody else. So I just spent 2 hours for nothing. So now I have a new rule. 15-20 minutes, send a design out, they'll send back notes. Hey, what about this? What about this? What about this? Oh, not a problem. Be more than happy to send that out to you. Spend another 15 minutes on it. But I need a little commitment from them. Do you know what I'm saying? I need a little bit of commitment from them, and so that they know, so that I know that they're serious and they are committed and they're not just tire kickers. All right? So it's going to take a little bit of time to adjust to these new things, to these new rules that you've learned, but you just got to do it, man. And you got to just trust me, bro. Like, you really do. You have to trust me, because looking from your point of view, and you're looking at me and my company and all the equipment and everything I have, and if you want that, you just got to trust me. You just got to be like, this white boy knows what he's talking about, and I'm just going to do what he says. And you'll have success. I promise you, you will have success. Everything I learn, everything I know is simple. It's simple. You just need to stop hanging out with all of your high school friends, all of your loser friends, all the people that bring you down. If your friends don't use vocabulary like this, if they don't speak like this, if they are just slouched back in a beanbag and drinking 40s on Friday, dude, this is a great time for you to get new friends. Matter of fact, just delete them all. Erase them from your life. You don't got to delete them on Facebook. Just erase them from your life. I mean, I would delete them off Facebook. That's what I would do, but I can't give advice on that. You do what you want to do. But the less people that are losers that you hang out with, the less chance that you will have of being a loser. The more successful people you hang out with, the more successful people you chill with, the more successful people you surround yourself with, the more success you will have in life. That's why I'm telling you, the GOAT Gang is so important. Not for me. Dude, you got to understand, I'm already going to be rich. Like, I'm going to be super rich, beyond rich, like stupid rich. I've already made that decision, and I know that's my game plan, and I'm moving forward. So your $100 every month to me is not going to make a difference. It's really not, because at a few more years, there's going to be something that's going to pop off where I'm going to make 10 million, 15 million in one transaction. And I already know it. And you're watching this, you'll be like, man, that's strong. Yeah, dude, but I've already made a decision. I've already written down my goals. I know what I'm doing. So if you live in Kansas and all your friends are lawn mowing guys and 40 drinking boys drinking Mickey's or Ice Mickey's, whatever the beer is, the malt liquor, or drinking Sparks, Red Bull and vodka on the weekend, you need new homies, bro. You need new friends. You want to close these deals? You need new friends. I didn't close the $1 million job hanging out with my high school friends. You know who I closed it with? Hanging out with Grant. Hanging out with the GOAT Gang. Hanging out with high performance people. Where? On YouTube, on the internet. I barely have friends, and I'm okay with that. I don't need to have my high school friends around me at all times. I don't need to have my neighbor or the guy across the street or the guy 2 blocks down message me and call me and invite me to his birthday party every weekend. Leave me alone. My time is reserved for high performance people. My time is reserved for people that want to achieve more than others. Do you get that? That's what I want to do. That's what I want to do. And that's what I'm doing. And that's why I'm surrounding myself with people that are high performance. Yes, the GOAT Gang is an incredible platform for you. For you. Okay? For me, I have other mentors that I'm reaching out. And whatever I'm learning from them, I'm bringing to the GOAT Gang. Sprinkling it on. Of course, giving credit, no doubt. I'm just sharing a little bit of my mindset with you and how I think and how important it is to talk to yourself. Like, what is your self-talk? Because a lot of these deals, remember, we don't have a problem with our financial bank account. We have a problem with our emotional bank account. And your emotional bank account is what's going to separate you from the guy that just gives up because deal after deal after deal after deal, he didn't close. Remember, I probably did 12 estimates for the whale jobs, different ones, and I didn't get, but I got one whale, and it's all worth it. You close that one whale, your company resume will change. Your resume will change. All you need is one Moby Dick. All right? All you need is one Moby Dick. And with that being said, let's wrap this up on a good note. I really hope that you sign up for the GOAT Gang. Do it for you. Stop hanging out with people that are losers. You don't need to drink beer on a Friday. You don't need to drink beer on a Saturday. You don't need to hang out and sit by a campfire, spit and dip and blowing black smoke. You don't need to do that. You need to hang out with high performance people, successful people, and you need to see how they operate. because that will change your mentality, and you will therefore change your actions. Goat Gang. Out, baby. That's it. Closing the Deals program's over. Peace.